Hello and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Law Firms, the podcast that provides you with all the latest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are looking to substantially increase your caseload in the next 6 months, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Law Firms. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rockin' week thus far. Today is the first episode of the month of June. Can you believe it? We are already entering the last quarter. The last month of the second quarter of 2023. Incredible stuff, folks. Incredible stuff. But today I have a cool topic for you. I'm going to talk about something that I do not talk about enough on this show. And that is, I want to talk to you about legal directories. I don't talk about it enough. I mean, it's very hard for me to describe the importance of it. Yet, I find myself having a ton of conversations with attorneys about it all the time because they always ask me, well, what is it? And what does it do? And why is it so important? So rather than go over that over and over and over again, I said, you know what? Let me put an episode out there and distribute it to you guys so you understand the importance of directories. But I want to also talk to you about 11 directories that every lawyer should know about. Okay, so now I'm just not going to talk to you about the directories. I'm going to talk to you about 11 directories everyone should know about. Some of them you already know and you already use. So forgive me for that, but some I know that you don't, because I have several conversations with attorneys. And when I mention some of the ones I'm going to mention today, they go, oh, didn't know that one existed. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that we hit that topic today. Because it's something, again, that comes up from time to time as we go over the monthly reports with our customers. So let's talk about online legal directories and what they serve. They basically serve as a platform for attorneys to get more clients, period. And it also helps the attorneys establish credibility in the legal industry. That is the basic purpose of directories. Get more clients and helps you establish credibility in the legal industry. So, but we talk about a lot of stuff on this show. We talk about, when it's just you and I, we talk about a lot of digital marketing strategies, et cetera, and how to get leads. So the importance of, in this age, how, where the online presence is necessary for your business growth. And basically law firms need to be on these directories to expand their reach, period. And a lot of people say, well, wait a minute, what does it do? It expands your reach, because if you're on the directories, you stand a better chance than people who are not in directories, period, in terms of creating a great online presence. Okay. Research has shown that now, if you're not online at all, this doesn't pertain to you, obviously. If you're not using any of these tools, if you're only 100% generating business through word of mouth, this probably does not pertain to you, because and that's only if someone's not looking. Looking. Like, if, for instance, if you know for sure, and there's some practice areas that are like this. If you know for sure that someone says, "Oh, I need an attorney for XYZ," in that practice area, normally people don't look online just to check out that attorney, then you're good. And, you could skip this episode. But if you're out there doing the digital marketing things that's necessary, then it's important. It's important to listen to this. I had a very good, interesting conversation earlier this morning, actually, with someone who's a colleague of mine, not an attorney, just someone that we network a lot. And they talked about their son being about 24 years old, so Generation Z. And the person does not want to look up, they don't want to pick up the phone and talk to anyone. They just want to go online, search for something, find it, talk, and then, do it all through chat if they can. And that's it. And that's the world that's coming up. And these are people who are becoming more and more prevalent in the marketplace, which will in turn be your customer in the very near future, unless, of course, you have an older school person. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just want you to understand what's the importance of having an online presence. And those of you who are not actually caring about it, there's going to come a time when you should. So that leave that point aside. Okay. Now, there are numerous options of directories out there. All right. And you basically want to choose the right one. Right. And, it's going to, the thing is, sometimes it's actually, even if you choose the right one, sometimes it's difficult to even get listed on there. Unfortunately, I've heard of a few problems with some of these directories, but the ones that I'm going to recommend to you today, the 11 that I'm going to recommend to you today, you don't have these problems, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's go, without further disruption, let's go into the directories. So the number one directory, which I want to talk to you about, which I'm sure every single one of you have heard this one, it's Avvo. Avvo basically is a website that is dedicated to lawyers who want to post their credentials and contact information online. Okay. You can basically post details about, the lawyer, content, or upload a resume. You could feature your expertise, your achievements. There's some sections for reviews on there. So Avvo is a great directory for you to definitely be on. And I'm sure everyone who's listening to this, if you're an attorney, have heard of Avvo. You're probably on there now. So I'm going to move on. Number 2, I want to talk to you guys about Nolo. So unsurprisingly, you can find the best legal articles and products from Nolo. Okay. It actually began as a publisher of guides about legal matters a while ago, and then from bankruptcy and personal injury to criminal law, basically, if you're in that type of realm, I've seen a lot of criminal law, bankruptcy, personal injury. Nolo basically has you. It's a really, 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 really good directory. Basically today on it's one of the top of the best legal resources. So and Nolo has, I'm not sure if a lot of people I've mentioned Nolo to are a little bit confused of what it does, but actually Nolo has a page that lists lawyers, which all the visitors can browse, and depending on the practice area or the location. So it's really, really specific to practice area locations, et cetera, et cetera. So if you haven't heard of Nolo, check it out. Nolo is a great directory to be on. Another one that's very, very popular, as a matter of fact, is as popular or even more popular than Avo, is FindLaw. It's a legal directory site that ranks better with, posted blogs and free legal content. That's how it ranks better. If you have any blogs that you want to post, obviously I prefer you put some blogs on your website, but you can also put some on FindLaw and get found on that directory as well. The top choices and the keywords that you want to incorporate in the content is going to help you appear on the search results really, really, really well. I was going to say really quickly. FindLaw has lost a little bit of its SEO juice, if you will. I find when it first got really, really popular, you would post a thing today, and like within 5 days, your thing was being found. Especially if you're a local lawyer. It was pretty interesting back in the day. That easily. Now, for clients to find your lawyer profile page on this platform, they're gonna have to they're gonna need to like input the legal issue, okay, and they have and of course their location. That's how they find you. You have to find FindLaw first of all, find the legal issue, and then and insert the location. Okay, then the legal directory of lawyers is going to appear all of a sudden for that search. So FindLaw is pretty cool. I mean, it's its own search engine, but you can also within Google get found via FindLaw. You got to be a little savvy with using it. That's the one thing that I've heard. I've heard some feedback. Now, I myself have not logged in, looked for a lawyer on FindLaw, but I've had some feedback from people say, yeah, I went on there and I was looking for XYZ problem and XYZ state, and I finally found it, but it took some time. So, there's nothing like Google when it comes to that in terms of the experience. But FindLaw is a directory that you as an attorney want to be on. Probably most of you are already on. All right, moving right along to number 4, which is lawyers.com. Now, lawyers.com makes it easy for clients to contact the lawyer they need because it's because of the characterization, of the site, and it's really, really, really well organized. Unlike what you would call it, unlike FindLaw, this one really, really is well organized. Outstanding organization of lawyers.com. Again, I'm sure a few of you are already on there, and if you're not, get on there. Okay, so that's lawyers.com. Next thing, I'm going to surprise a couple of people because some people are going to say, like, I don't want to be on this thing, but let's talk about LegalZoom. Because LegalZoom is mainly gives legal assistance for business and personal issues. So, business owners, separate business owners like myself or one other small business owner can actually delegate the legalities of business registration, brand protection. We've talked about brand protection on this show a couple of times, I think, or at least one time. Operations to lawyers listed on LegalZoom. So it's actually it's really cool for personal legal needs, like wills and trusts, divorce, real estate.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hey, attorney, are you running a lot of digital ads or maybe even SEO, Facebook ads, etc., and you're not getting the results that you're hoping for? Have you been trying to generate leads online, and although you are getting some results, you're thinking, man, something's got to be wrong because I should be getting a lot more attention? Well, if that's you, I want to help you out. Give us a call, 888-416-7752. I'd love to sit down, find out a little bit more about your business, and see if we can help you. Now, even before you do that and before we sit down and talk, I'd love for you to go to our website, lbmsllc.com. Once you type that, you're going to see on the top right-hand corner of the page a little green button that says Free Online Report. I want you to click on that button, fill out the form, and you will be emailed within 24 hours a free online report as to see exactly what's going on in your business, how are you showing up online, and that's the first step to be able to decipher exactly what's going on in your business. So if you would love a free analysis and to help us to get you to the next level, take that action right now. Download the free online report, and that will be the first step. Then give us a call at 888-416-7752, and we will schedule some time together. So with that, I'm going to bring you right back to the show. You know, it's you should get listed on there. Now, are you going to get the big bang for your buck cases from LegalZoom? No, you're not. But the little quick hits, the little quick runs. If you, a great idea. As a matter of fact, I gave this idea to one of attorney. I said, put yourself on LegalZoom, and then those type of cases, that's a good way of getting an associate started. And he loved the idea and he ran with it. And I don't know how it's going, but he started doing it. But he actually loved the idea. So that's a good way of getting listed on LegalZoom. You're not going to lose out money. You're not going to lose out business. Like people say, I'm going to lose business if I go there. You're not. No one has. It's just smaller cases. Okay. Justia. Justia is a great directory. It offers more than a list of attorneys, a list of law clients that you can partner with, basically. As you know, a lot of times if you're in a firm that that you want to maybe expand and you want to grow a small practice areas, a lot of attorneys use this directory for this, actually. But having a profile on there is paramount, especially if you keep it up to date with reviews, etc., and make sure you keep your information up to date. But Justia is a good legal directory to be on as well. Number 7, Martindale Hubbell Online Directory. Getting listed in this little in the legal directory is a little challenging process. Unfortunately, I have to be honest with you. I've heard a lot of complaints about it, but it actually boosts your credibility right away. Because it's a up and coming directory, very, very, very good. So it's worth the challenge, if you will. You're gonna first need to submit a request to be posted on the site. Then the site goes the extra mile to get feedback and recommendation from other attorneys, etc. Then they'll approve your request. That's how it goes. But it's well worth it. The other ones, you don't have to do that. This is the only one that I think has to do that. But check it out. Martindale Hubbell Online Directory. Great legal directory. HDHG.org. It has a comprehensive list of lawyers, actually, from different areas. It's not, and not just the U.S. It's actually U.S. It's got the Middle East, Europe. It's got Australia, Asia, South America, etc. Pretty decent, and it's broad. But if you have a profile on there, actually you have to categorize it based on your field of expertise. A lot like the other ones, but this one is very particular about that. And really and truly, with this hg.org profile, you want to make sure that it's 100% matches what you have on Google, because we've noticed some of our clients had this a little bit of a discrepancy, and then they got kicked off the directory. It's kind of weird, because they really want to match what Google has. So just if you have hg.org, or if you don't have it, make sure that is something that you match 100%. Another popular one is Super Lawyers. Super Lawyers. It's a great directory to have. It's you need to be actually nominated by your peers to be on this directory, and have an impeccable professional accomplishments, basically, to be nominated for Super Lawyers. But it's a great directory to be on. If you're striving to become a super lawyer, I would highly recommend it. You get a badge that you can put on your website, and it's good for social proof, etc. So Super Lawyers is another great directory that you should be on. I'm sure some of you who are listening to me are on right now, and if the ones who are not on, see how you can get on Super Lawyers. Then there's Legal Match. Legal Match, it's another one of those recommend sites, recommend lawyers based on a legal issue of a client's. So they'll say, this client would be great for this lawyer, that kind of thing. So that's what this directory is basically used for. But here's the beauty of this one, though. You're letting other professionals do this for you. Other attorneys. You can put something out there too, as an attorney, and say, hey, do you know of a great attorney in this area that wants, I have a buddy who wants to do this. I don't take care of these cases, but do you know anyone that? So it's a really cool directory as well. Last but not least, number 11, Cornell Law School. Believe it or not, Cornell Law School has a legal directory. It's an up and comer. It's something that I wanted to list here because I've noticed that it actually is helping a lot of our clients with their SEO stuff, miraculously. So this is a directory that you want to actually be on as well. Now, I said that here with Cornell Law School, but the same is true with every other listing every other directory, that I just mentioned. The moment you're on there, it actually helps you with any SEO that you're doing. So if you're doing SEO right now and you start adding yourself to these directories, not just Avvo, not just FindLaw, okay? Because the FindLaw and Avvo and lawyers.com, I think everyone pretty much is on. But, add yourself to Nolo, add yourself to even LegalZoom, add yourself to a lot of people should be on Just Deal Radio as well. Add yourself there. You will see a huge impact, a huge difference in the way your social media, social media, your SEO starts to then flourish because everything is connected together. Now, understand this. You have to have your NAP consistent across the board. Name, address, phone number. Has to be consistent across the board. No fooling around with that, because that also helps you boost your ranking for your website. So, hope you got a lot out of this episode, guys. I know I talked a lot. I know you only don't go this long unless I have a guest, but this is important because I get this question a lot. Like, hey, why do I need to be on directories? The answer is yes. And here are 11 best legal directories to get listed on and grow your practice. I just gave it to you. Check them out. If you need any help with any of this stuff, give us a call, 888-416-7752. Or if you feel that you have already done so and you're not getting anything out of this at all, you should also give us a call, 888-416-7752. And I will be happy to help you with that. If you enjoyed this episode, I ask you one last favor. Please share this episode with someone that you think will benefit from it. That's the way we grow the show. And with that, I'm going to put an end to this episode. This has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Until next week, take care and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Law Firms, the podcast that provides you with all the latest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you would like to know more about the topic we discussed on the show today, reach out to Frank and his team at 888-416-7752 and schedule a discovery call with one of the marketing consultants. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, send an email to podcast@lbmsllc.com and we will put you on the schedule. With that being said, until next week, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.